Today we're in East York, Riverdale to be exact, right on the Danforth, and we want to share with you guys some of the pros and cons of living in this neighborhood. This is one of my favorite places in Toronto. Great restaurants, great shops, great bakeries, and some of the greatest homes. So let's go take a look. Let's go. So in today's video, we're focusing more on the south side of East York, not including Lee's side, which is split by the DVP. Technically, we're on the Danforth now, which is Riverdale. But most of the people that live on East York, south side of East York, come to the Danforth to do all their shopping. You know, you've got shoppers, you've got great boutiques, you've got restaurants, you've got bakeries. And the demographic here is mostly younger families. We're currently in Greektown. This is where Taste of the Danforth takes place in the summertime, which is very well known as a street festival here in Toronto. And actually this here is one of my favorite bakeries, Dough. They've got fantastic baked goods as well as sandwiches. Let's go and grab something. What do you want? Chocolate cakelet? I'm more healthy, so I'll probably go with, what you got, tuna salad, chicken salad? I'm gonna get a sandwich. I will do the tuna, yeah, thank you. So everything here is baked fresh, made fresh. Yeah, I saw your soup, it's fantastic. And the smells in the air is like, I'm smelling onions, I'm smelling like chicken, I'm smelling eggs.
I got it.
What? Thank you so much for treating us today, Ash. Yay!
I wanted to. Your old neighborhood, you right?
Yeah. No, I grew up here. I had friends here who were always spending time on the Danforth. My family's too big for this area. There's no houses that can accommodate us. I have 6 kids, 2 dogs. Cheers. This sandwich was so good, I'm almost done with it already.
I love my soup.
Yeah, you get these amazing shops and restaurants where people are so warm and friendly. You walk in, there's still that feeling of like a village feeling, you know, like a community feel.
Small town.
Yeah, I live in Thornhill. The homes are spread out further. The neighbors don't talk so much. There's no like strip like this where you get to see a lot of people walking, communicating with them. And you know, if I didn't have 6 kids, because the homes here are not that big, I would probably move down here, to be honest with you, because there's a lot of young families with kids, and people do get together. There's tons of great parks here. I grew up here at Monarch Park. We would hang out there all the time. There was like a public pool. And you know, the house prices in this area, they're in the range of like $1 million for the towns, and it goes all the way up. It depends. The more east you go, the cheaper it gets. But as you come westbound, closer towards towards Yonge Street or Broadview, the prices go up.
There are different types of houses too, like detached and detached townhouses. So pricing is great. Around $1 million. The one that we're gonna see actually is around close to $4 million. So
yeah, we're gonna take you guys through. Yeah, we're gonna take you guys through to one of the better, bigger homes. One that's backing onto a ravine, one that's got almost 4,000 square feet, and a very unique design. So
stay tuned for that.
Stay tuned for that. Let's go take a look. Okay, so we're now going to show you guys a house on the higher end of the neighborhood. We're in the Broadview North pocket of East York. Here we've got a beautiful listing listed by Roger Travassos. We're on a dead-end street on the north side where it's backing onto the ravine. Gorgeous modern home, very unique. Let's go take a look. So Ash, what's your favorite part of the house?
Well, there are a lot to love, but I love this floating fireplace and these massive windows.
Yeah, those windows are phenomenal. Oversized fiberglass windows. Fiberglass is great because it insulates from the cold, but Roger put it the best way. He said every window in the house frames the natural beauties of the ravine. And it's truly that. It's a work of art you're looking at on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Every season, you get winter, you get summer, you get spring. It's gonna look different, but the house itself is very warm. You've got walnut all around, lots of wood accents to bring in the warmth. The kitchen, 12-foot
Don't forget about the kitchen, yeah. My favorite place, actually.
That's actually my favorite place too.
Sure.
When you're cooking, it's massive.
And you have the nature in front of you. It's like a HD TV kind of.
You're right. And then you've got the massive oversized patio doors. They're like 5 feet by 12 feet, mahogany doors. Opens right up, so you have that indoor-outdoor space for your parties. This is an entertainer's delight. This house is fantastic. For family, if I didn't have such a big family, I'd definitely make an offer on it. I expect it to go very quick, no?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, and Roger's done a fantastic job with the staging and setting up and prepping.
For sure. Yeah.
And this event here is very successful.
He's a very nice guy too.
Yes.
Definitely, get in touch with him.
I'd buy with him.
Yeah.
Wow, what a beautiful house,
I
eh?
love that. It's very beautiful.
Very unique, but that's what you would get on the higher end of this neighborhood.
Yeah.
Like a 50-foot lot with 300 depth is not very common here. You see a lot of the houses here, they're like either semis or townhouses, or even the detached ones are not bigger than 30, 40 feet max.
Yeah, I think in this area you see a lot of mutual drives as well, right?
You do, and funny enough is people wonder like who takes care of the snow on the mutual drives.
That's a great question though, no?
Yeah, because technically you own half of it. Your other neighbor owns the other half, but you're not allowed to block it because both neighbors have to be able to get to the back of their house, drive all the way to the garage, which is typically in the back.
I think we should ask one of the neighbors, see what
We
they
should get
say,
to the bottom
no?
of this.
Yeah.
We should get to the bottom of this, shouldn't we? We should go and knock at one of the doors and ask them like, hey, how do you guys make an arrangement?
Exactly.
What's your arrangement with the mutual drive? Let's go ask, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
A few moments later.
They're not home.
A few inches later.
Nobody's home. Hi there. Quick question for you. I'm with Remax. We're just wondering, A, if you're thinking of moving or selling your house. I have another question that's actually on my mind. You guys have a mutual drive, right?
Yeah.
So can I ask you something? Because one of my clients, we made an offer recently on something that has a mutual drive.
Yeah.
The client was asking, who takes care of the snowplow?
We were lucky this year, I guess. Nobody plowed anything, but when usually other years, both kind of do.
Like how do you come up with an arrangement? Like you talk to the neighbor?
No, really. It's just,
You do your half, they do their half?
no, it's whoever does it. It feels like
Really?
doing it, yeah.
But what if you end up doing it like more than they do? Is there a dispute?
They're tenants. The only dispute we have with them is because we have a much bigger lot. If you look in the back, our parking space is huge compared to theirs. And they just went and bought a big car, so they're partially on our side.
I guess that's the negative with the
That's the
mutual
negative
drive.
part, yeah.
But so far, you're right. This year we haven't had much snow.
Yeah.
But if you had more snow, maybe it would get to a point where.
Yeah, I wish we didn't.
Do you do it yourself?
Yeah, sometimes.
Oh, you seem like a very nice neighbor. I would have liked to live beside you.
Sometimes, yeah.
Maybe you could shovel my driveway too if you.
It's not a lot.
Yeah, not this year. This is like the third time.
It's not a lot of space either.
Okay.
It's not a big driveway.
Okay, well, thank you so much for all your help. Thank you. Have a good day. See, that's the best way to get the answers. You know, sometimes we're doing showings with the clients, and I'm like, let's just knock at the neighbor and ask them, how's the neighborhood? How's the street? And you want to get to see the neighbor before you make an offer sometimes. But it was interesting what she said. She seems to be very laid back, easygoing. She's the owner. The neighbor is tenants. Luckily, she's right. This year we haven't had too much snow. However, if there's a lot of snow, she's like, we just do it. Sure, you do it. You've only had 2-3 times of snow, but imagine it's every day. The tenants are gonna say, I don't want to do it. The neighbor's gonna get pissed off. It could be a potential for dispute. I was selling a house in this area actually where the neighbor was really salty, and they would put planters on their side of the mutual drive. And the tenants that were living there weren't there at the time. Like they didn't have a car, sorry. And so they wouldn't use the mutual drive, and that guy would put planters so nobody else could drive in.
That's interesting.
Because anyone who would come for showings, they would go right into
But
the
you're
driveway.
allowed to do that though?
No, you're not. But who's gonna stop you? You have to go to the city. You have to complain,
Yeah.
right? So it could be a potential for dispute. So as you can see, the people here are super friendly. From the people in the bakery to the door knock. The person we just door knocked their house, and they're all very well ready to have a chat with you. They're okay to have a conversation, even though we're recording. And right now we're passing by Dieppe Park. This is a massive park that has all sorts of different. You've got a baseball field, soccer field, splash pad, sports complex. In the winter time, you've got the ice rink here. It's very family oriented, right? and you get that feeling. A lot of there's bike lanes all over these streets, so if you want to bike with your family and your kids, it's safe to do so, and really it's like a walking distance to almost anything, right?
In the summer, you can do a lot of things actually here.
Yeah, in the summertime you've got mature trees, lots of tree canopies, like all these trees are massive.
A lot of activity.
It's not like it's new subdivision, right? So if you're looking to get more information about East York, or you're thinking of moving here, it's fantastic for families. It's also a great place for investment. We didn't get into that, but maybe we'll do another episode about the different possibilities of investing in East York and Riverdale. You could do renovations, second-story additions, or complete rebuilds. So if you're interested, let us know. We'd be happy to help you. Cheers.